Black Goose TV family, salute to the people. What's happening with it? I'm finally up in the building. I know I'm running a little bit late on the Fluence side of the game, but it's all good, baby. No big deal, man. A lot of things to talk about. First and foremost, man, Fluence Lounge is back. It's in full effect. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while. It's been almost like 2 months since we did this joint. So it feels good, man. We back. We finna watch Islam Makhachev versus Bobby Green. That's coming up next. The co-main event just ended. Like I said, y'all, I'm running a little bit late. I'm also going to do a reaction to the Josh Taylor Jack Catterall fight that happened earlier today. So after the Bobby Green Islam Makhachev fight, I'm gonna pull that joint up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna watch a little bit of it. Obviously, not the whole thing, so we don't get copyright strike or nothing like that. But kind of look at the highlights because supposedly a lot of people are saying it was a robbery. So I want to check that out because actually, if that's the case, I'm very surprised because Josh Taylor was a huge favorite. And that's another thing. Just like tonight, Bobby Green is a huge underdog, man. One of the biggest underdogs in MMA I probably ever seen. So, man, if y'all want to take a chance on anything, I say go ahead and take a chance on that. I was thinking about it personally myself. I'm like, do I want to just put down 100 on Bobby Green just for the fun of it? I'm like, I think you get back at least like 800 or something like that. He's a huge underdog. But salute to the people though. But that's the plan for the night. I don't know if I'm gonna stay up in here all the way until the Chris Colbert fight. The Chris Colbert fight is like it's gonna be like 10 o'clock tonight or something like that. And I don't know, man. We'll see about that. But I know for sure we about to check out this Bobby Green Makhachev fight. This is gonna be a firefight. And then we're gonna go ahead after that's over. We're gonna take a look at that Josh Taylor Jack Catterall fight that happened earlier. Supposedly it's a robbery. I want to check it out myself. I want to see if that's so. If the people was telling the truth, or if the people was just lying. You know what I'm saying? I need to know what's going on in the world. But as always, man, if y'all come up in here, man, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared to hit that subscribe button if you're not part of the family. And then, of course, once you be part of the family, man, hit the notification gang. So, every time I'm going live or every time I'm, dropping a new video or dropping any type of new content, and then comment the hell out of these videos. I want to hear your opinion. There's just too much good stuff going on. Not too, man. We got Bobby Green, Islam Makhachev coming up next. It's going to be a good fight right here. I'm a big Bobby Green fan, man. I've been a Bobby Green fan for a long, long time. I know that for a fact. And it's kind of crazy to see him all of a sudden in like this last year kind of out of nowhere get like such crazy fan recognition. You know what I'm saying? Usually that hasn't been the case when it came to Bobby Green. Bobby Green always kind of been like kind of under the radar, but it's kind of like there's just been this love for, especially in the MMA side of the game, these vets who are just, they there to throw down and put on the show. And Bobby Green always been that type of person. That man never shied away. That's why I was a fan. And also, he's close to where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? He's from San Bernardino County. So, I always fuck with Bobby Green, man. Let me do the little mic check. I want to make sure I've been talking this long and y'all been hearing me. Also, he's close. Yeah, everything sound good. Everything sound solid. So hopefully, man, y'all been enjoying y'all Saturday, man. My Saturday's been busy. A lot busier than I wanted it to be, man. I just wanted to relax today, man, because I just been feeling like everything's just been so damn hectic lately. And I've been just trying. I was like, today's Saturday, my day off. I'll be good. Let me chill. Excuse me. Won't have no errands, you know what I'm saying? But something always got to happen. Something always got to come up. So I ended up, having to rip and run all day. I was able to get back to the crib, though, get me in a little nap. That's why I didn't go live for the Catterall Taylor fight, man. I wanted to go live for that joint, but I ended up having to take care of some business, man. Got sleepy. And so I had to get a little power nap, man. And after the power nap, I had to go get me in something at the gym because the gym I go to, they close at 7 o'clock. So it's like I got to make sure. I'm like, damn, now I'm up, back. Get to the gym, though. I get in a cool workout, didn't do no weights. I just ran, hit 5 miles, and call it a day. But tomorrow I'm gonna try and go ahead and double it up. I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna keep saying this so I can put this out into the atmosphere because I need it to happen. I need to go and get my ass back either into a boxing gym or I need to go to a Muay Thai gym or a mixed martial arts gym. Like, it's time. I need to get the conditioning on point. I got to stop playing around, man. My knees healed. I need to stop playing around. So I'm gonna keep putting it out there, keep putting it into the atmosphere, be held accountable. I'm going to do it, man. I'm going to do it. I got to get it right. But Let me see. I'm not even looking at the. Here we go. We got Islam Makhachev. Green. If you want me to be real, man, I'm such a Green fan. Even though Makhachev is a beast, Green is the last minute. I got Green, man. I think Green's gonna catch him with some hands, but I know that's an unpopular opinion, man. I think he's gonna catch him with some hands. Either that or Makhachev is just gonna maul him. It's probably gonna be over in like a couple rounds, and we're only gonna be talking about this fight for so long. You feel me? And we'll just move on to the Taylor Catterall fight. But either way it goes, I'm in for it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, I mean, I'm so mad, man. I really wish I could have went live for the Keith Thurman Mario Barrios fight, man. I don't even think I watched it. If you want me to be 100, I don't think I watched it because I think I was out. I was out, man. Oh, that's right. I couldn't watch it. My electricity was out, so it didn't even really matter. Even if I would have had the YouTube, I still wouldn't have been able to watch the shit. That's the crazy part about it. Well, I want to know, and you know what's interesting to me when it comes to the Catterall and the Taylor fight? I'm not really surprised by that because I remember back in the day, sometime last year, I was following the GOAT Barry Robinson's page, and he pointed something out that Catterall could take advantage of when it comes to Taylor. And like ever since I've seen that, I was like, this might be a harder fight than people think. Now, I'm not going to talk, before I really know. I got to watch, at the very least, some of the highlights. So my take is somewhat accurate. It's not me just going based off of what other people are saying. But from what other people are saying, people are feeling like he just got absolutely robbed. Wouldn't it just be nasty if just Bobby Green just come out, put them hands down on Islam, everybody's just shocked? That shit would be crazy, man. I'm all in for this, though. That would be wild, though, if that happened. But salute to the people, man. I also want to say to the people, too, I want to appreciate, all the new Black Goose family that's been being a part, of the channel, man. Nothing but love to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate the support. What I can't wait for, man, I think it's next weekend. I think next weekend is the Kobe Covington Kamaru Usman card. That's going to be a fire card. Hopefully, I can get Zen to hop up on that joint for Fluence Lounge. That one, we're going to be in there probably for the beginning of the main card, I'm thinking, because I think that one's pretty stacked. Even for this one, even for this card, I'm like, I know I'm late, but even at the same time, there wasn't I wasn't that interested in the whole entire card. That's the thing about me when it comes to the Fluence Lounge. It's like, I'm not going to sit here and just watch fights that, I'm not really necessarily interested in. I'm just going to be 100 with you. But the ones that if I feel like the card is one I really appreciate, I'm like, okay, I'm going to watch the whole thing. I'll watch the whole thing easy. In this sense, I'm more so interested in the main event. So it's like, okay, I got to make sure I'm here for the, Makhachev Bobby Green fight. Not necessarily because it's Makhachev's biggest test. In no type of way is it Makhachev's biggest test. That's not what I think. But like I said before, Bobby Green, you know what I'm saying? I've been a fan of his for the longest, you know what I'm saying? Fighting, born out of Fontana, California. That's kind of close where I'm from, you know what I'm saying? San Bernardino County. So I've been a fan of Bobby for a minute. So it's dope that he's getting this shot out of nowhere. It's like no one really talked about Bobby until like 2-3 months ago. It was really that Ally Quinta knockout was when it was really when people started talking. I guess kind of a little bit. Yeah, that's what I say for the most part. And then obviously that last fight we put on the show is Hascraft. I think I said brother's name wrong. If I did, my bad. So that's why I'm interested in this fight, and that's why I want to watch it. And of course, Islam, man, they're saying he's supposed to be the next big thing. He's supposed to be the next Khabib. He's supposed to take over the 155 division. He's supposed to be the kryptonite to everybody. He said everybody's ducking him. So, it does suck. Bobby didn't get a full camp, but he is just coming off a pretty great win. So he's in great shape. He is. I don't know, man. This is gonna be a hell of a fight. I got a feeling, man. I got a feeling deep down it's gonna be a good fight, man. I'm still shocked. That Taylor lost to Catterall. I'm supposedly Taylor won, but everybody is saying, obviously, that's That's nasty. But I mean that I lost my train of thought. But no, the judges gave it to Taylor, but everybody in the comments was saying it was a clear robbery. So that's interesting. It's not even a draw. Man, he flew up in there. They were saying it's one of the most blatant robberies they've ever seen in their life. So I can't wait to watch that. Fewest days between wins. This is 14 days. The fewest was 10 with Kamzat Chimaev. Chaz Kelly with 13. Chris Levin 14. Sean Strickland 14. Bobby Green 14. 2 weeks. And then, too, that was a 3-round. He went all 3 rounds. But put on a show, though. Didn't really get touched. It's going to be a fight. Let's see, man. This is a 5-rounder. That's the only thing that sucks, man. I'm like, man, Bobby Green, he usually gets better as the rounds go. And so I'm like, finally, he's in a 5-round fight. But it just so happens that happens to have his first 5-round fight after coming off, a 3-round decision, and it's being a short notice fight rather than having a full camp. Now, whether or not that's going to affect him or actually, whether that'll affect him negatively or positively, we'll see, because it can affect him positively, because that could mean he can just be riding, you know what I'm saying? He's riding the roller coaster, baby. He's just riding right into it. He didn't have no stop point. You know what I'm saying? So that means he might be more on point, or depending on how much wear and tear his body went through in the last fight in the last camp, maybe he needed some rest. So, but we'll see. Because in my opinion, I think if Makhachev doesn't get Bobby out there early and he allows it to go into the later rounds, I think it's going to be a problem for Makhachev. That's my opinion. If, like I said, the short notice affects Bobby Green positively. So we'll see. Salute to the people, though. We up in here. Highest takedown accuracy in UFC lightweight history at 66.7 for Islam. Even higher than the great Khabib. His brother. Second longest active win streak in UFC lightweight division at 9. Tied longest active UFC submission streak at 3. I'm telling you, man, this is going to be a good fight right here. Do not doubt Bobby Green. He's going to bring it. Now, at the same time, Makhachev might also just come in here and say, hey, man, there's a reason why they say what they say about me. I'm levels above him, and just end it quickly. Remember what happened to Dan Hooker? Same situation. Quick turnaround fight. Came in there. We didn't know if it was going to affect him positively or negatively. Even Adi and Salia was saying things, the great style bender, saying things like, oh, it's going to be an easy one for him. Hooker, you don't underestimate my teammate. I've been in there with them. And Islam went in there, got him out there quick as could be. Beautifully. You know what I'm saying? So we have something similar. One of the big glaring differences is Bobby Green's not ranked. That's a fact. But, I've seen Bobby Green. I've watched Bobby Green. I'm telling you guys right now, he should be ranked. This fight might surprise some people. That's going to be my opinion. Or I could be proven completely wrong, and Islam give him the Dan Hooker treatment as well. And we're talking about the Josh Taylor-Jack Catterall fight quicker than we thought. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. 30 years old for Islam. 35 for Bobby. 5'10", 160, 158. 70.5 reach to 71. Number 4 ranked for Islam Makhachev. Remember, before, he was supposed to be fighting Beneil Dariush, but he got injured. So Bobby Green stepped in, late notice, after having an amazing opponent. Last fight. I said opponent. But after having a performance was what I meant to say. After having an amazing performance in his last fight, which was 14 days ago exactly, as UFC said, and now he's here. He said, I got that. I'll take that fight. A lot of people suspect, especially the betting odds. I want to see them. Hopefully they show them. I want to see how. Because when I last checked the betting odds, they had Islam one of the biggest favorites I've ever seen in a while when it comes to MMA. I was like, wow. They got no faith in my man Bobby Green, not none. It's all good. I got faith in him. He'll be good. And I'm telling you, if this ends up going into the later round, there's going to be a problem for Makhachev. Because I'm telling you, if 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 for me, when I think about Bobby Green, I think him having a short notice fight, I think it's going to affect him in the right way. I honestly do. And I'm telling you, if Makhachev allows this to go into the later rounds, Bobby Green's going to start turning up. Y'all remember, y'all heard this here first. I can't wait for the joint. It's going to be a great fight. So he's a plus 575 underdog. Fighting out of Fontana, California. Salute. San Bernardino County, 29-12-1, baby. Let's go. Green pointed out the crowd, yelling. He even bumped into the camera. He's hype. Hey, this is going to be fire. I'm ready. Y'all come up in here, hit the like button, show some love, man. Hop in the chat. We got the main event, Makhachev, Bobby Green. Now we're going to go ahead and talk about Catterall. Josh Taylor, was it a robbery? Fluence Lounge is back in full effect. We chilling. Hopefully y'all enjoying your Saturday night. Salute to the people, man. Number positivity. Number positivity. Here we go. Islam Makhachev's getting his name called by the great Bruce Buffer. He looks focused. He looks ready to go. It looks like he knows exactly what he wants. Hold on now. My thing acting crazy. Oh, here we go. Green look focused. Round one, y'all. Let's go. Bobby Green, this is your time to shine. Keep your eyes on the prize. Let's go. Salute to the people. Makhachev looks like this isn't going to be too much work for him. That's what he's looking like. He looks confident. Bobby Green looks focused. Makhachev looks confident. That's my opinion. Let me see if I can do a little. Makhachev throws a couple feints at Bobby. Bobby, of course, hands down. Hasn't been an attempt for a takedown from Makhachev yet. So Makhachev is respecting the hands of Bobby Green. Bobby Green switches stances slightly, beautifully. Overhand right. 1-2. Body kick from Bobby Green. Return with a leg kick from Makhachev, but miss right now. Bobby Green looks good right now. Bobby Green looks good. Oh. Left hand from Makhachev slightly lands on Bobby Green, followed up with the jab, but that one was slipped by Bobby Green. Bobby Green is established in his range again. Beautiful body kick, but he was caught by Makhachev. Makhachev comes in close. He's looking for a takedown. Let's get his hand on Bobby Green. You're going to have to get out of there. Makhachev is clinched. Makhachev is looking for the wizard now. Needed a body from Makhachev. Needed a body from Bobby Green. Bobby Green right now is doing a good job preventing the takedown, or at least Makhachev being able to get a powerful wizard on Green where he gets in control, where he can at least go for a takedown. Good. Oh, double leg takedown from Makhachev. Makhachev got his hands clapped. He's going to finish this takedown. Got him to the ground. So this is the beginning. That's what we're looking for. Is what we're thinking. Got to give it to Green, though. He made him work. Makhachev is looking to transition to a full mount. As of right now, Bobby Green's going to have to make his way. He right now his back is up against the fence. If he wanted to, he's going to have to either try and he has his knee against the hip, so push up against the hip. Okay, interesting transition from Bobby Green here. Side control from Makhachev now. Makhachev looks strong right now on Bobby Green. Bobby Green, he's not in trouble necessarily right now, but it's not looking good. It's still early in the round. It's only 2:28. Makhachev's looking like he's trying to transition into full mount. Makhachev actually looks like he's trying to finish this fairly quickly. I don't know how much more time we have in this because I didn't understand Bobby Green. He transitioned to go under Makhachev when he was against the fence rather than I thought he would maybe use the fence to try to work his way back up. He did do that, but maybe he had a different plan when it came to that. I don't understand. That's what he was thinking. What's good with his head? As of right now, I say Makhachev is looking probably to finish this joint. He's looking strong. He's looking to transition to the full mount. And if he ends up transitioning to the full mount, I don't see Bobby Green be able. But Bobby Green doesn't look like he's able to get off his back right now. Fortunately, my thing acting up on me, so. But what I was watching, it wasn't looking good for Bobby Green. Bobby Green looked like he was struggling to be able to get up from the ground. If he, I didn't understand. He had his back against the fence in the beginning, which he was in a good position to at least utilize to keep himself from being able to be in danger. Like he was in danger. But then I don't know. I didn't understand why he did that. It didn't make any sense to me. Oh, let me go to. There we go. Let me get this thing back up and running. I wouldn't even be surprised right now if Makhachev ain't finished it. This is all they do. He was in a good position. I thought he did a good job fighting off the first takedown, though. That was the thing. Like me personally. But of course, I felt like Makhachev looks bigger than Bobby Green. Like, yeah, he ended up finishing it, getting him. Oh yeah, you see, he ended up going full mount, turn him to the back, and he ended up stopping the fight. So so I knew it. It ended up going that way. Like I seen it come out. I was like, he was in a bad position. I don't think he was going to be able to get up from there, and that's how it goes. That's unfortunate, man. That's how. Look, I might have been hyping up the fight just a little bit in the beginning. All right. I thought Bobby Green was going to give just a little bit more effort. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, Makhachev he's ranked number 4 for a reason. It is what it is. Man, if y'all watch if y'all be in the stream for the what's the joints called? Like when you're not actually watching it on the actual joint, but you're actually watching it on the other streams, those chats be wild, bro. I'll be like, man. He's strong, I'll tell you that. It'll be interesting. Islam versus Dariush would have been an interesting fight. That's unfortunate. But also, you told me, I don't know, you might have. I don't remember talking to you about this fight, but maybe I did and I don't remember. But because I'm like, this fight just got made like 2 weeks ago. But I'll say this. And that made me lose my whole trade of point. But it would have been interesting to see Islam versus Bernil Dariush. That would have been a fire fight. But at the same time, we still have Islam versus man, I'm all over the place tonight. I'm trying to remember. We still have Islam versus Michael Chandler, or we can be interested to see. I think Islam would beat Dustin Poirier. To be real with you, I think Dustin Poirier is kind of out of his prime at this point. And then I also think Dustin Poirier he's only looking for like the big fights. But Islam versus Michael Chandler would be a good fight, even though I think he probably wins that. Islam versus Justin Gaethje would be a good fight, even though I think he probably wins that. The only one who will probably beat Makhachev will probably be Oliveira. Maybe. And that's a maybe. But at the same time, man, there's a reason why none of these ranked guys are fighting them. Salute to Bobby Green, though. I appreciate you putting on the show. I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, at the very least giving us something to watch, man. It was a beautiful thing. Salute to the people, man. It's been crazy, man. Man, I might have. If I don't remember it, then I probably was. I was probably trolling, most likely. He said you backpacked it and said he would get it done. I was probably either way. I probably believed it too. I probably believed it. I'm a Bobby Green fan. I always root for Bobby Green. I always will. A lot of times you got to remember, especially unless we're talking If we're talking, unless we're talking about fighting, like on this, then most of the time I'm talking out of emotion, especially if it's a fighter I like. I'm not being serious. If we on this though, then I'll be, you know what I'm saying, I'll be a little bit more, I'll be a little bit more articulate and particular and unbiased. But especially if I, but in that case, the fact that you didn't know I'm trolling, I'm a little disappointed in you because you know the skill level is nowhere, nowhere near. If you thought I was serious, like I thought his skill level was better than my, I can't help it. I'm a sarcastic motherfucker. But salute to the people, man. Look, all right, so Bobby Green versus Islam Makhachev is over. Wasn't the greatest fight in the world, but it happened. We was there. We was able to watch it. We enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? It came and went. I want to say this though. The real thing I want to be excited for, I think it's next weekend, is Kobe Covington versus Jorge Masvidal. Even though I think that's not gonna be that good of a fight. If you want me to be real, you want me to, let's be honest. But what I really want to get into is, and what I really want to watch, it has to do with what happened earlier. Josh Taylor versus Jack Catterall. Now, I haven't watched the fight yet. All right. So this is going to be a surprise to me. I'm going to watch everything in real time, and I want to see what's really happening and what's really going on. And actually, this is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to go up into this good old title because I want y'all to know what's really happening. All right, I'm going to go into this good old title, and I'm going to switch the two. Oh, actually, this is what I do. This is what I do. Okay. So y'all know when y'all come in here what we're going to be talking about. So salute to Bobby Green. He did his thing, even though he took that L early. He looked like he got Dan Hooker by Islam. It was fun to watch for the most part. So salute. See, and that's what we finna talk about because I didn't watch it. A lot of people are saying it's a robbery. And a lot of people are saying it took an L, but we finna find out tonight because I'm finna watch this joint. I'm gonna be on, and I could definitely be on the bias on this because I don't like either one of these fights. Now, I don't mean that. I'm not a fan of either one of these fights. But like I said earlier, remember an hour ago, I'm looking at a video of him after he got a big old, his eye looked messed up. People was mad though, man. So I'm let me see if I can find some highlights or something because I'm interested to see who won. I'm like, think about this. If Josh Taylor had trouble with Jack Catterall, man, think about what he's talking about. He want the Terrence Crawford fight. All right, let me see. This looks like excuse me. All right, let's see what this looks like right here. It's kind of like trash highlights. Like I can't really see. Let's see. It don't look that bad. See, that's the thing too. When you be trying to find them good highlights. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find the highlights that are long, then I'll find the short highlights where I can just watch the whole thing. All right, y'all. Then I'm gonna pull this up right here. Hold on. Salute to the people. Hopefully y'all enjoying y'all Saturday night, man. What y'all got going on Saturday night? I might, after this joint, I might go somewhere, get some good food or something like that. All right, let's go with this one. How's that showing up? I see that. All right. So this is the shorter version of it. So I'm gonna watch some of these highlights. I'm not gonna, obviously off of this, I'm not gonna be able to know who really wins. But at the very least, when I'm talking about it, I could talk about it like I got some type of idea of what's really going on. At the very least. And then if I feel like I want to get a better idea of it, there's a longer version of it that I'll be able to watch so I can get a sense of it. So let's just break this down real quick. Now, first and foremost, if y'all just now hopping up in here, salute to the people. This is a different type of stream, guys. This is nothing like any other videos on Black Goose TV. It's a different type of stream. We on here. This is Fluence Lounge, baby. This is different. And I'm good to be back. It's happy to be back. It's been about 2 months. By the way, if y'all new to the channel, man, y'all check out all the other shit. And oh, by the way, I appreciate everybody. So salute to Zen. Nobody want to see Terrence. He the truth. Spence don't want no smoke. Yeah. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. You know what? Before I even get into that, let me get all this shit out the way. All right. All right, young Josh Taylor. Let's see how you looking. Let's see if you're looking nice. Oh, right off the bat, hit with a nasty left hand. Look, I remember when I was watching the great Barry Robinson, once again, he said there was something Catterall is going to be able to take advantage of when it comes to Taylor. That southpaw slickness of Catterall is something different. And a lot of people don't want to talk about this when it comes to Andrade, man. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling y'all don't want to talk about this when it comes to Andrade. Is, oh, he don't look like this. He don't look like that. Y'all don't understand how difficult it is to figure out a southpaw that's slick. They're some of the hardest fighters to understand. And they're some of the sloppiest fighters too, when you look from the eye point, because usually most of us is orthodox. Look at Usyk. Damn it. Taylor looked big compared to Catterall. I'll give him that. I feel like I understand why he feel like he could fight Terrence. Excuse me. Salute to the people, man. Young Saturday, man. Hopefully y'all enjoy y'all night. I'll say y'all feel real quick. I'm not before I continue on with this. Off of the little bit I saw right there, I wasn't able to get that much of a tell, right? That's the unfortunate part when it comes to highlights to me. And also too, if this was something that was where the highlights came from, where it was a little bit more biased toward Josh Taylor's side, especially when already it's called, people are saying it was a robbery and all this good stuff. And that's probably what we're going to end up be seeing. You know what I'm saying? So to me, you know, it looked like a pretty close fight. I saw Catterall have more of the damaging blows, but it was a pretty close fight. Hey, man, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. You already know what Fluence Lounge is about. You know what I'm saying? We analyze. Now, usually we got some beautiful to watch. Chris Colbert, he fighting tonight, but they fighting at like 10 o'clock. And I'm just going to be real with y'all. Fluence. I said Fluence. Black Goose family. I'm just going to be real with y'all. Look, I'm not the biggest Chris Colbert fan, so it's like I ain't finna stay up and I ain't going to watch that. I love boxing. But at the same time, I just don't watch all boxing. I pay attention to it, but salute to Chris Colbert. I'm a follow who won, but it's like I ain't finna. Come on now. That's why, you know, to be real, when it came to the Josh Taylor Jack Catterall fight, I thought this joint was gonna be later tonight because, you know, he's with Top Rank now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, okay, he signed with Top Rank because he's trying to get more of a U.S. fan base. That's what I'm thinking, because he's talking about, I want to fight Terrence Crawford. I want to fight, you know, all these dudes, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, if you're talking about you want to fight these U.S. boxers, okay, you want to grow your U.S. fan base. But it was at it was for his UK fan. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it just, that makes me be like, I don't understand the move to Top Rank. And then on top of that, to fight a monster and Jack Catterall, and to now have people, you know, saying like this, you know, it was a robbery, man. That's a terrible look. Boxing's going crazy right now, man. I'm telling you. By the way, salute to the dude who corrected me on the video. I'm gonna respond. Makhachev isn't undisputed. You're right, but he got like three of them belts, because that's right. Lawrence Okoli got one of the belts. That's respect. So let's keep playing this. Okay. Nice jabs from Catterall. Feints from Taylor. Was he getting warned for a headbutt? I won't lie, man. These highlights are either trash or this was a boring fight. You know what I'm saying? You can tell that he got Taylor's range off. Taylor don't know where to hit, how to hit. Trash highlights. No disrespect, actually. Great highlights. Okay. Yeah, Taylor like he's having a lot of trouble. Taylor would have a lot of trouble against Crawford. Taylor don't want the Crawford smoke. I'm telling him right now. Oh, that was nice. 1-2-1, boy. Okay. Yeah, Catterall is kind of putting that work on Taylor, man. Look. Okay, so now I see the shift. In the beginning, I didn't really see it, y'all. In the beginning, I didn't see it. Now I see the shift, and now I understand. These highlights are trash. So, but you gotta edit things a certain way so you don't get copywritten and all that good stuff. So I understand it from that perspective. So no disrespect if to the YouTuber, if you did put them together, you were smart about it. You know what I'm saying? So salute to you. But I'm like, I did see the transition. Like in the first minute of the clips, I was like, I don't understand what everyone's saying. It looks pretty close. And actually, Taylor looks like the bigger man. You know what I'm saying? Taylor looks like he's at the very least, he's pressing, he's moving forward, he's pushing the pace. But now in this little, next minute or however you want to say it, I see Catterall really putting that work on Taylor. So that's interesting. And this spoiler alert, I haven't seen it, but I've seen it in the comments. They said there's a knockdown in this fight. By who? I'm not gonna say. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they say. They said, but Bud gives everybody work. He got too much in his bag. The fact he able to switch stances puts every fighter at a disadvantage. That's a fact. And you got to remember this too. I'm like, the thing about Bud, I'll post some stuff up about Bud a little bit later too, because I'm just gonna be chopping it up right now. Because I'll do this anyways. The thing about Bud is the fact that he's able to switch stances, but it's the fact that he has power as he moves up. He's one of the few dudes who does, you know what I'm saying? And he has this killer instinct a lot of people do not have. Like, it's just rare. You know what I'm saying? So I'm interested in it because what I want to see for after this is if Taylor ends up being like, oh, I'm disappointed in the fight, I'm gonna give Catterall his rematch, or if he's still asking for that Terrence Crawford fight. That would be interesting right there. But let's continue. Catterall looks good, man. Think about that right there. Look at that man right there. Look at that man right there. Look at that man right now. Josh Taylor don't want that smoke right there. Josh Taylor worried about calling out Terrence Crawford. Let's see Josh Taylor versus Kell Brook. You know what I'm saying? That right there, that's one of the best welterweights in the game still. Y'all better put some respect on that man's name. I wonder what he's warning him about. His highlights aren't giving me nothing to work with. Oh, that was a nice one too, though, from Catterall. Okay, I see it. All right. Oh. That's nasty. That's another headbutt. That's a lot of headbutt. Oh, that's a nasty headbutt, man. You got to call something, man. Man, Taylor kept landing right up in that jab, man. Catterall won this fight, man. I see why they say it. I not only saw the highlights, but I understand now. There ain't no way. I haven't seen enough from Taylor in these little bit of highlights where I can say somehow Taylor won this fight. Yo, Taylor lost that fight, man. From the little bit that I saw, Taylor might have had lost that fight. That's how it looked. So we talking about a robbery? We talking about a robbery? That's wild, man. It's just interesting to me because I'm like, Josh Taylor was talking about he wanted to fight Terrence Crawford and he struggled with Catterall. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think people have to start putting respect on Terrence Crawford's name. You got to have to stop disrespecting him. Stop making it seem like he ain't nothing to play with. You know what I'm saying? I want to see what Josh Taylor's post-fight speech was, man. I'm interested to hear what he had to say. Oh, I'm looking at some of these headlines, man. Looks like he said the right man won. Looks like he got no regrets. That's wild. Look, man. Josh Taylor, like, that's wild to me, man. Let me see maybe if I could find a little bit of the highlights, man. From what I saw, from the little bit that I was watching, okay, I found something, y'all. I found something way better. Way better. Let's take a look at this right here. Okay. I think this one just came up too. That's the crazy part. All right. Now I'll be able to have a more unbiased opinion on whether or not this was a robbery or if it wasn't. It's a little bigger so y'all can see that joint. All right. Here we go. Let's go. Unbiased, baby. Taylor looks solid. Because I'm like, when I was looking at the post-fight interviews and when I was looking at what Taylor was saying, he said the right man won. He said he was confident in his W. So if he's confident in his W, then I must be missing something. I got to be able to watch something for me to understand and make it make sense. Taylor looks strong, man. Oh, that little left hand right there over the counter, the right hand of Taylor. I don't know if Taylor's going to be able to understand how to prevent that from happening throughout the fight. Taylor's looking strong, though, in the second round. That's good work right there. That's good work from Taylor. Taylor looks nice. He look good. Okay. All right. Catterall being a little bit extra right there, but he looks. Oh, okay, Taylor. I don't know, man. Taylor looks strong right now, man. A lot of headbutts, though. I see 15-54, 13-45. It's a close fight, though. A lot of headbutts. Dang. Whole lot of headbutts. So maybe the point deduction is the only reason why people are saying, you know, Catterall won. Ooh. Because Taylor right now, he looks the bigger, stronger man. He looks the more skilled man. I don't see what all the hoopla was. Salute to young Zen. He's feeling good. Hopefully y'all enjoying y'all Saturday too. Fluence Lounge, man. Feel as good as possible, man. Get it popping. Enjoy your night. Hopefully everybody's enjoying their night, man. Enjoying their Saturday. This is a solid fight, though. I'll say that. I don't know. I don't understand the controversy as of right now. As of right now, in this round 4, these highlights, I don't understand the controversy. Like, to me, Taylor looks strong. He looks like he's controlling the distance. Looks like he's pushing the pace. Looks like he's controlling the range. Landing some of the more cleaner shots. Catterall looks like he's landing some more of the bigger shots, but they're coming in spurts. You know what I'm saying? That was a nice little combination from Catterall right there. You got to respect it. But right now, you know what I'm saying? I see Taylor kind of looks like he's doing his thing to win the round. So hold on, let me pause it right there. So on Andre Ward's scorecard, he has it 9-10 for the first round. So he had Catterall winning the first round. The second round, he had Taylor winning it. The third and fourth as well for Taylor. So we're going into the 5th round. In Andre Ward's opinion, he has Taylor up 2 rounds. Okay? See what's going on. Oh, actually, let me pause it right there too. And in my opinion, I agree with Andre Ward. Not necessarily on where Catterall wins the round, but I actually, from my perspective, from the highlights I've seen and going into this 5th round, I have Taylor winning the majority of those rounds, except maybe one of them. You know what I'm saying? But it's boxing. All it takes is one punch. Let's see. Let's go. Let's understand why everybody's, feeling like it's a robbery. In my opinion, I'm like, Taylor is obviously much faster than Catterall. Catterall, at the other hand, he looks like he throws a little bit harder than Taylor. Oh, that was a beautiful combination from Catterall. I like that right there. That was interesting. I think Taylor, though, maybe got hit in his eye, something like that before that, because it was almost like he didn't even see it coming. Oh, those 1-2s are landing beautifully for Catterall now. But the whole fight, Taylor's coming forward. He's the aggressor. He's putting the pressure on him. You got to understand that. That was a beautiful head movement from Taylor. I say this, though, man. Terrence Crawford would give Taylor hell. So, hold on. I'm going to wind that a little bit. Look at that. So, Taylor is 35 of 140. Catterall is 56 of 228. So, I'm missing something. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I'm a bit late, but don't cry about UK fight times. I got to stay up until 3 a.m. to watch the US cards. See, last one thing I want to say is I know you had like the earlier part of the stream, so it's crazy. So it's like, I don't know, because I did say something about the times. I'm not crying about it. I'm not usually. I say this. I haven't done it in such a long time. I won't say that. See, yeah, you're right. I'm crying. You're right. I gotta do better. I gotta get used to it again. I haven't done Fluence Lounge in like 2 months, so it's like, usually I would have a routine to make sure I'll be able to catch the UK fights and then also be able to catch the US fights. I'm not gonna lie, today I fucked up. It's not gonna happen again. I'm gonna make sure I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? So that was my fault for real. Lost one. Crawford would be a bad time for Taylor for sure. After watching this fight, even before this fight, I actually thought it would be a pretty entertaining fight. But at the same time, I think people forget the Regis Prograis fight versus Josh Taylor. I'm like, Josh Taylor, that was a close fight. And I'm like, Terrence Crawford gives Regis Prograis all the work. Disrespectfully, he's too small. You a real one, though. Lost one. Yeah, salute Salute OG of the channel. OG. But you're right. I'm gonna get back in the routine. It's not gonna happen again. I'm gonna make sure I'm catching all the UK fights. And even then, because I'm like, man, the Islam Makhachev Bobby Green fight, man, I'm not gonna lie to you, it wasn't even worth it. But look at that. 35 out of 140 landed. Oh, lost one. Did you happen to catch this fight? And what is your opinion on the fight? And who do you think won? Because I didn't catch the fight. So this is me watching this off of highlights and a little bit I can see. So what is your opinion? If you did catch it and did watch it, do you feel like it was a robbery? All right, that's how I feel, last one, for real. You don't have to watch. That's how I was like, because I'm like, look, I respect. That's one thing I gotta say. I respect some of these YouTubers, man. They'll watch all the whole cards, the whole fights. It's like I love boxing. I love it, even to the point where I'll train it myself. You know what I'm saying? Like on a serious note, but the fact that for me to just really sit there, act like I'm gonna see all the fights, it's like, man, that's me. I can't. Nah, I'm just gonna be 100 with you. I'm not. But I will say this: I did want to see this fight because I knew it was gonna be a good fight. It just so happened I got to get back into routine, man. I had a routine, right, man. I got caught up doing something. But anyways, if you did watch it, last one, what was your opinion on it? Yeah, I watched. I thought Catterall won, and I never seen him before. So I never seen Catterall fight before either. I only seen some highlights. I remember when I was following, once again, the great Barry Robinson, and he put up a highlight of a certain Catterall fight, and he was like, there's something that Catterall can use or utilize to actually make this Josh Taylor fight, or make it at least seem like it's a harder fight than everybody makes it expects. So it's interesting that happened. Now, would you say it was a robbery? That being said, it was home crowd for Taylor. So sometimes just winning isn't enough. So would you feel like Catterall necessarily didn't do enough for people to be swayed enough, or at least to really say like, yo, that was a robbery? Or do you feel like it was a legit robbery? Because I'm looking at these stats. 35 of 140, 56 of 228, right? But if I go back to right here, Andre Ward has Taylor up 3-1. So I know they just highlights. So obviously I'm probably missing out on a whole lot of things that are going on. I don't think it's the worst robbery in the world like everyone is screaming. Okay, so that's the question that I want answered. You know what I'm saying? Because when I look at the comments, when I look at what the people are saying, like people are saying literally that this is the worst robbery they have ever seen in their whole entire life. And they're saying there's nothing worse than what I've seen. There's no way. This is the most corrupt thing I thought. But I thought he won. That makes sense. It does make sense. So because this is the thing. I was like, let me see what Josh Taylor was saying, right? I'm like, let me see what his post-fight was, his post-fight conference, and all the headlines, everything's saying he's literally saying the right man won. He feels like he won the fight. He feels like nothing should be disputed. So to me, when I'm thinking about that, I'm like, okay, if that makes sense. So if he feels like he won, then there's no way it could have been the worst robbery in the world. Because usually if it's the worst robbery in the world, you can kind of see it from the fighter. Now, I didn't watch the actual, interview and all that good stuff. So maybe I'll be able to tell from the body language whether or not, if he's standing by it and he's standing firm on it and he's not even thinking about or even wanting to, put in the air, a chance or a possibility of a rematch, you know what I'm saying? There's really not much to talk about. I say this though, these highlights make it seem like Taylor was, putting in some good work just from the highlights. I counted that 1-2 from Catterall. That was nasty. That 1-2 was landing all day on Taylor. What Catterall is doing beautifully, it seems like he's not allowing Taylor to get into a rhythm. Every time Taylor is doing his usual, You know, after he throws a combination, then he sets it up and all these type of things, the slick movements. That's when Catterall is punching and throwing them off. That's beautiful work. It's interesting. So okay, I said this is kind of similar to the other highlights I was watching when it was a lot shortened. Where in the beginning of it, it seemed like Taylor was doing some work and was doing a good job, but then as it continued to move forward, it seemed like Catterall was trying to take advantage. So right there, look at that, 45 and 184, 7. So Taylor's not even throwing, he's not even close to the amount of punches that Catterall is throwing. So these honestly, the highlights I'm watching right now is really doing this fight like no justice at all, because from what I'm watching and what I'm seeing, it's making it seem like it's a close fight. But if I'm looking at the stats, it's not a close fight. It looks like Catterall should be winning every round. You can't land close to twice as many punches, throw as twice as many punches with the same percentage, and it be a close fight. I've never seen that in my life. Usyk said he's not afraid of Fury. He said he fight him in the street, bare knuckle. I believe that. Anybody saying that he's afraid of Tyson Fury is clowns. Why would someone who that's why would someone who trained all their life and got to the top level of that particular shit that they trained at all of a sudden be scared of someone else who was doing the same exact thing? Like, what? Why would they be scared? Also, when Catterall had a great start, was dominating the fight, even knocked Taylor down later rounds, but they both got a point deducted. They both did for what? Headbutting. Taylor shoved Cat on the floor and hit him after the bell. Interesting. Well, what would you say, last one? Like, in my opinion, I'm like, when I'm looking at like the highlights make it seem like the fight's kind of close, but like when I'm looking at the statistics, I'm like the statistics, or at least the punches landed. I'm like, it's like double landed for Catterall, double thrown for Catterall, but with the same percentage as Taylor. I'm like, how is it not a it seems like it should be a pretty obvious win for Catterall, or at least Catterall dominating the rounds to this point. Usyk might be punching tanks tonight. That's true, man. Oh, that shit going on. They got a lot of shit going on. Taylor held his own in spots. Okay, so so it seems like these highlights are doing some type of justice. It's not necessarily off to to a crazy extent. That's a nasty knockdown right there. Hold on, let me run that back. That was nasty. I didn't expect that. Mm, mm, mm. That was nice. And that was legit too. I don't know. Seeing that too, I'm like, think about what Terrence Crawford would do to him, man. I wonder how he's gonna recover from that. Yeah, that left hand is landing all day from Catterall, right over the top. Taylor's not keeping his lead hand high enough, man. He's just standing. He's keeping it. He's just allowing, man. Just keep it up here, man. He's getting countered and landed on all day. That's nasty. Taylor's definitely holding his own, but I don't see how he won this fight. Especially with that knockdown. That knockdown changes everything. Damn, that was nice. That was real nice, man. There's no way that Catterall should have lost that fight. That's the problem. He keeps dipping, like but that's something he does a lot because he's thinking this because he's used to orthodox. You see what I'm saying? So he's used to throwing a punch. My bad. Used to throwing a punch and then dipping this way because he thinks a hook is coming. But if you're fighting a southpaw, if you dip this way, a nigga's gonna throw an uppercut. So you can't. You can't dip. But it's hard. It's a habit. or there's a hook coming for you, but in a different direction than you used to. See, you see that right there? That's exactly what I was saying. He ducked like he was fighting. He threw that combination and ducked after. See, there's the uppercut because you're so used to if you're fighting the orthodox and you throw that joint, you duck it out of the way this way, or you duck it out of the way out of a hook. But if you duck it out of the way out of a hook with a southpaw, he could just bang. And then damn, follow with that left hand after, man. That's nasty. Jesus. Okay, let's see what Andre Ward got the scorecard as right now. So he had Taylor losing the first round. Then he won the next 3 rounds. Then he gave it to Catterall the next 2 rounds. Had him losing the 7th, then a 10-8 for Catterall. So he has a 76-75. Last one being the one who has actually watched the fight. Would you agree with Andre Ward's scorecard up to this point? Is it that close? Bud would destroy Taylor. And he's that's not a good fight for Taylor at all. He would read him like a motherfucking Sesame Street book, man. Excuse me. Technically, though, there's really no reason for Bud to fight him, though, especially after this. And he's suing Top Rank. Think about it. If you really think about it, did Josh Taylor sign with Top Rank just so he can get the Crawford fight for Crawford to now not be with Top Rank and suing him? I hope that wasn't the plan. Destroy him. You said, oh, on screen, no. Taylor was down at this point for sure. Would you say he was only up at 1 round? Does that make sense to you? Watching it, you would say 1 round? Andre Ward said Catterall has no hope in hell before the fight. Andre Ward be biased in a motherfucker. That's my only. I love Andre Ward as a fighter. He's literally my top 3 of all time, bro. But as an announcer and an analyst, he be so biased, bro. He be so biased, man. I'd be like, God dang. Trying to keep his peace. Okay, so it wasn't that close at this point, is what you said. He trying to make it seem like it's a way, way closer fight, is basically what you said. Okay. Let's get it going. Let's continue this, Jay. Look like Taylor shook a little bit, man. I have an interesting fact. Ben Davison is overrated. I think Tyson Fury made Ben Davison, but I think he's overrated. I don't think he's good for fighters. But I'll leave that for another stream. So he had Taylor winning the fight winning the round after he got knocked down. So he has it tied now. So Andre Ward is doing everything he can to make this fight look like it's a close fight. Because if I, as somebody who hasn't actually watched the fight, all he has to go by is the highlights. And also, I'm looking at the scorecard. I'm like, okay, this must, people talking about it being a robbery. How is it a robbery? It looks like it's close, but niggas got agendas. Yeah, I for sure think he is, man. Tyson Fury made him, man. He's decent, but all these dudes who are bringing him on, like even Devin Haney, man, I'm like, be careful, man. Don't let him change your style, bro. Yeah, I think Tank actually could beat Taylor. That's crazy. Remember, Taylor is undisputed 140. There's a lot on the line. Think about that too. A lot of people don't want to talk about that too. Think about Taylor is one. He's undisputed at 140. If he would have lost this fight, Catterall would have been undisputed. They was like, hell no, man. We ain't finna have that happen. Ain't no way in hell. And hey, Taylor, act like you know you won this night. Who's Tank fighting next? I haven't seen anything from him in a while. He's fighting Rolly. Yep. Tell him, Zid, tell him. Remember what I told him. Remember I told you this whole thing was a setup where he got all of a sudden switched out last minute with Issa Cruz talking about these allegations and stuff. I said, man, they probably wasn't selling no tickets. It wasn't getting promoted right in their own opinion. Well, I probably was gonna finna happen is they gonna just gonna reschedule it for a later date next year. And here we are. That old bullshit. Well, they just deduct the point from him for. What they deduct the point from him for? I don't understand. That's weird. So this is the reason why they're gonna say Taylor won. Oh, Catterall's coming up nasty. Oh, he keeps landing that uppercut on him. That lead uppercut is landing all day on Taylor. Because Taylor keeps on ducking down every time he comes forward. Crawford would take advantage of that like a mug, bro. And his power would be just too much for him. Yeah, okay. I definitely understand now why people are saying that they feel like this is a robbery, just from the highlights and what I'm seeing, man. Yeah, Taylor definitely didn't win this fight. I'm like in the beginning, he looked solid. He was coming through. He was doing his thing in certain spots. And, you know what I'm saying? I'll give it to him. He was keeping it close. But now as the later rounds come, you can just tell that, especially after that knockdown, it was really after that knockdown. It was kind of over for Taylor right there. Oh, I wonder if that was that when he lost the point or no. Weird judging. He just took a point away from him right there. That was dumb. Oh, now they respect each other. That was stupid. That was a dumb point. Why did he take away a point on that? That was dumb. I don't know. I'm not. It's hard. Hold on, I'm gonna stop right there. So Andre Ward, his scorecard, he has it 9-10 the first round to Catterall. Then the next 2, 3, 4 rounds to Taylor. Fifth round 9-10 to Catterall. Sixth round 9-10 to Catterall. Seventh round to Taylor. Eighth round 10-8 Catterall. 10-9 Taylor for the ninth. 10-8 for Taylor in the 10th, and then 11th 9-9. He has Taylor at 104. 102. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger, just so y'all can see it. This is the scorecard Andre Ward has. What do you feel? How you feel about it? Last one. Do you feel like that's accurate from when you were watching it? From what you remember, do you feel like that scorecard makes sense to you? I want to know your opinion, man. Because if that's correct, then that means that Taylor, there's no upset, and that Taylor should win. That Taylor did win the fight. You shouldn't, and nobody should be upset about this because there is the point deduction. A 9. So he gave it 9-9. He said no. He said no. I thought Cat was up. About 1 to 2 rounds comfortably. Okay. You can tell Taylor he knows he's down. You can tell he know he down. So that's an interesting scorecard from Andre Ward. Interesting. Damn. So do you agree with everybody then? Pretty clear cut robbery. From what I saw, just from the highlights, I would say it did look like a Jack Catterall one. I won't lie. I'm like, it did look like it was possibly a robbery. Josh Taylor didn't look like he really did anything significant. Okay. All right. That's the thing that was interesting. Like me watching it though, too, I did expect a little bit more like, oh my God. Because I'm like, from what everyone was saying in the comments and stuff, they're making it seem like it was like one of the worst robberies in the world. They was like, I said, I've never seen anything as bad as this. Ah. People right now are screaming like, yeah. Facts. It was a clean win, but it was in Taylor's backyard. So yeah, you gotta make a point there. And Catterall, at no point in that entire fight was he really necessarily moving forward and putting pressure on it. So that gives an illusion like, yeah, way worse. Even I'll say this: as much as I love Jamel Charlo, man, Jamel Charlo versus Brian Castano, man. Shit. Orange face was like, "Oh, I'm finna get me more bags off this. I'm in the game." That built Horn's legacy, man. That built his whole legacy. He was able to get a couple bags, at least 2 or 3 off of that. So that's why he was like, But that's crazy. That's how the game goes, man. That's how boxing goes. I'll say this: not the craziest weekend when it comes to enjoyable boxing fights. Ain't no way I'm finna stay up for the Chris Cobra fight. Ain't no type of way for that. But you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to see the Islam Bobby Green fight. Wasn't necessarily worth it. I'm gonna be 100 with y'all. So if y'all do rewatch this joint, the very beginning of this joint is just like I didn't even really see it. My shit froze up, or whatever. The stream I was watching, that shit fucked up when the actual fight happened and finished. So it's like I didn't even see it. Gave that man work. Took that nigga 9 to 5. Made him have overtime with that joint. Horn was like, "Hold on, let me try to get a couple more bags." I think he fought. Who did he fought that one dude? Damn, I can't remember. He did like a back to back with him because he lost one of them joints. Okay, facts on facts. But next week gonna be a little bit better when it comes to the fight side of the game. Let me see what's going on next week on the fight side game. I'm like this weekend, man. Just absolute trash. Lawrence Okoli fight tomorrow. We really don't got that much happening though, to be real with you, when it comes to boxing. But we do got that Kobe Covington Masvidal fight. So there's that. I think that, which is next weekend, if I believe I'm correct. But salute to the people, man. Salute to you, last one, man. Salute to Zen. Appreciate y'all hopping up in this Fluence Lounge, man. A little bit of a mess in the beginning, but it's all good. That's how we get to roll. That's how we get the tire rolling. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be back again next weekend with some good shit. Tomorrow, y'all look out for Fluence Boxing. Probably gonna happen, and hopefully y'all enjoy y'all Saturday night, man. Hopefully y'all enjoy y'all Saturday night. I know I am. Um, Still pretty early on the side of the game, so I'm gonna go get Liddy or something like that, something crazy. But appreciate the people, appreciate y'all, man. Everybody, anybody on the rewatch side of the game, man, hit the like button if you ain't done it. Subscribe to the channel if you ain't part of the family, all that good stuff. Notification gang, comment on this joint, and hey, man, it's a good time, man. Last one, man. Take it easy, brother. Blessings is salute, salutations to you, your family, all that, man. Positivity, nothing but positivity, man, and blessings your way, brother. Enjoy your weekend all day, man. Enjoy your weekend as well, Zen. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Black TV all day. Fluence Lounge. We back up in this day. Salute, y'all. I'm out.